is a great day for Dr. Atul Shah and Aidan Rankin that the Jainism and Financial Ethics is launching at the great university, Suffolk. So everybody is so happy and we are also excited because Jainism and ethics, like the subject itself, Lord Mahavira given some seeds of self-control and sharing and caring. So mainly in his teaching, one sutra, asamvibhagi nahutasya mokho, one who accumulates the wealth only for himself and not share and care the wider community is not eligible to attain the moksha, the final liberation. So here it is a great example connecting to the ultimate goal of all humans. So in this context, we can see in the living tradition of Jainism where monks and nuns practice this every day in their life when they go for alms round, and if in their group they collect a loaf of bread only, and then they share equal proportion, no matter group leader or an intelligent one or powerful one. No, everybody has equal share in that. And that type of nurturing, the monks and nuns, what they practice, they communicate to the lay community, and the lay community grasp from their life. So this is very, very important sutra from Jainism, that you care and share with others. So Atul's and Aidan's book, really a timely book when the world facing problem in some part of planet, the problem of butter and bread. At some part of planet, the problem of controlling others and dominating their territories, and sometimes the fear and terrorism. So all these are the games of on the different name, but they mainly are taking on the other's view and controlling, power-seeking mentality, and that is the most important problem of today's day. So this financial ethics coming from the Jina, who are the victor of anger, ego, deceit and greed, and they can show a path, and that path is the path of equality, equanimity and self-contentment and self-restraint, and that is the great path leading to self-realization and self-liberation. Thank you.
We would like to congratulate Atul on his accomplishment of this book, Diverse Ethics, and Professor Aidan. The Jain principles, which is grounded in non-violence, has been there for like centuries in the text and of course in practical lives of Jains themselves. But to bring them out of that boundary and to present to a diverse global platform, it's really a need of the day. It's also a need of the day because it's the time where the world is more receptive to diversity, I think. And that way it is a perfect time for a perfect book like this. There's an interesting quote in one of the Jain texts. It's the Tattvartha Sutra. It says, Parasparopagraho Jivanam. There are many interpretations of this quote, and there are again debates around this, that what it really means. But one of the interpretations which we could render in this context is that every human being is dependent on some other being. So we have an interaction, an interdependence among ourselves. And that interdependence could be seen as a business kind of model where there's a constant give and take between beings, human beings, and that is business basically. So if there is give and take, what kind of ethics do I have? What kind of ethics do I carry in this transaction? It's very a crucial question as to, am I fine with the ethics? Because ultimately ethics is not given to you. Ethics is what you choose to practice. Though the religious platform might give you an ethics that you are not supposed to be doing this, but you would not do it only when your consciousness would say, no, I don't need, I wouldn't do it. So ultimately it should come from the heart of the person, though it might be, and the source could be different, like, a teacher could tell you about the ethics, a religion platform can tell you about the ethics. So that awareness, that self-awareness about the self-ethics is actually the crux of Jainism, where Jain ethics or Jain philosophy of non-violence is trying to bring the attention of the mass towards the self, rather than like imposition or the outer world. What the world thinks is not important, but what you think is more important. Whether I practice something just because I'm imposed with that is actually not ethical, though it could be ethical in the world itself. So the internalization of this whole ethics, or the inner voice, which is so important, is actually one of the core of the non-violence of Jainism, where it is the awareness of the self, it is about the purity of the self, which really matters. And I think this beautiful thought should be, it's a need to make it more forceful and run through this, to be presented to this world is actually the need of the day, I think.